Till now we have studied the parts of skeleton, that is skull, backbone, ribs and the limbs. Now only the joints are left. So what are joints? It is a junction where two or more bones meet. You can see the junction, there is a picture. So they meet at one place and allow us to move very easily. So they helps the bone of the skeletal system to move. Joints are the places where two bones are joined together. You can see here in the picture it is given. Okay, this cursor you can see. Joints, it can be joined here, and by the help of these pink color pictures you can see this is the ligament. Okay, they are the places where two bones are joined. You can notice the joints in your body also, if you will feel it. These bones are held together by a long stretchy bands called ligaments. This pink color you can see, these type of bands, these are the ligaments. There are many joints in the body. Different joints allow different type of movements, and only the bones of skulls don't allow movement. In the last lecture I told you, all the joints allow some or the other movement, except we have the bones in the skull, which I told you, 8 plus 14, that is 22 bones. So they are immovable except the bone of the lower jaw, by which we can speak, we can smile, we can talk. So only except those, all the bones are movable to some extent. It's not that all the time they keep on moving. You see the skull, only the lower jaw is movable, which I have showed you the specimen also of this jaw. So that is movable. Otherwise we have that thing. Now main type of movable joints are, first is the hinge joint, ball and socket joint, strong, pivot joint and the gliding joint. Now one by one I'll be explaining you the joints. Now you see, this is the hinge joint. Can you see the picture? This is of your kneecap, okay? This is known as patella. Tibia and fibula I showed you in the last lecture, the bones of your leg. Here you can see, maybe some network connection problem was there. So this is femur, okay, at the upper side, patella, this is the knee joint. Hinge, you people have seen, hinges in the doors of your house. So doors have the hinge. Hinge, you can say, they can give back and forth movement, not the rotation in all the direction. You can do this with your leg also. You can move your leg back and forth, but you cannot move it all around as you can move your shoulder. So this is the picture of a hinge you can see. Here you all have seen in the doors of your house. So this is the hinge joint. The same type of joint is there in the knee, and that is what we call the hinge joint. This type of joint is in our elbow, knees, toes, fingers and between the fingers. So that is the hinge joint. You can see with the cursor. It allows only back and forth movement. Back means आगे पीछे ही कर सकते हैं. You can move your elbows and knees also. You will be easily then aware how to do. You see the hinge, these type of hinges in your doors also. So just take an example of a door, and that is in your knee and elbow, which is what we call the hinge joint. This is the hinge, the picture of hinge is also there, which you can make out easily, that is hinge joint. Okay, now second is the ball and socket joint. Just see, there is a one bone, end is rounded like a ball, okay, and it fit into the hollow socket. So it rotates like it. This type of socket is formed of the another bone, and that is in the hip and the shoulder. This allow in every direction. You can move your shoulder also. On and off because of network. Okay, so we were on ball and socket joint. It allows a round movement of 360-degree. You can turn your this shoulder, you can make a round. It can move in all direction. You can move your shoulder like this. You can try to move. So this is ball and socket joint. Here one's bone and is rounded like a ball and it fits into the hollow socket of another bone and that allows the movement in all the direction. That is the hip and the shoulder joint. Okay, so that is the ball and socket joint. Third comes the pivot joint that is found directly under the skull. You can see the picture, it is directly under the skull and here is the round ball like and one rotates in the socket of the hollow. You see, it is the pivot joint, you can see side to side, not at the angle of 360-degree. That you can see in the movies of ghost only, that the skull is moving at 360-degree, not even here. So that is, it allows the movement from right to left and up to down because you are a normal human being. So you cannot move at 360-degree, only side to side. So pivot joint is of your skull, which you can move it side to side, the joint between skull and neck that slows the movement of our head. At the end, we have gliding joint. That is mostly, you can see in the wrist, okay? In the wrist of your hand and the ankles. Here the bones can slide over each other, allows for side to side motion and forward movement. So this joint is found between the vertebrae of the spine, allowing our body to bend sideways. That is the backbone. You can just little bit bend and can bend back also and in the front also. So that is also side to side movement of forward and backward. So this is all about the joint. First was the hinge joint. Second one, the ball and socket joint. Third is the pivot. And the fourth is gliding joint. So this is all about the joints. Now the second topics comes our muscular system. Muscles, you know, bones and joints alone cannot allow the movement. He is Mr. Muscle. Muscle man hai ye, Mr. Muscle man. So they cannot move by themselves. They need something to move. Something is required. So muscles are those fleshy bundles which are attached to the bones and pull to make them move the joints. And every movement need muscles. If you don't have muscles, you cannot move your body because they are attached. We have 640 muscles in a human body. That is the fact. 206 bones in the adult and 640 muscles in the human body. They make up 40% of the body weight. So this is about the muscles. They are made up of tough elastic tissue. Tissue I told you earlier also, that is various cells aggregate together. Muscles attached to bones by a tough band of tissue, that is what we call tendons. So these are all tendons and the tissues which are made up on the other way by the cells only. Now bone to bone attachment is done by ligament. I showed you when we studied the topic of bone. Ligaments, I showed you those red color bands, elastic bands, those were the ligament. So bone to bone are attached with the ligament. There is a difference between ligament and tendon. That bone to bone is attached by ligament and muscle to bone is attached by tendon. This question can be asked by you. What are ligaments? What are tendon? So it is like bone to bone attachment, like if two bones are joined. So that attachment is done by ligaments and muscle to bone attachment is done by tendon. So that is the basic difference between these two. So till here it is done. Now you see Whenever you go to gym or somebody of your house is going to gym, they have biceps and triceps. All the time they keep on showing you're the heroes and whatever people. So these biceps and triceps you all are having, you can feel in your body also. Muscles can only pull at bones, they cannot push. मीन्स आप मसल्स आपकी बोन को पुल कर सकते हैं, दे कैन पुल देम टुवर्ड्स देमसेल्फ, वो अपने तरफ खींच सकते हैं, बट दे कैन नॉट पुश इट समवेयर. So to move bone in one direction, at least two muscles are required. For example, to move the lower arm, you need biceps and triceps. It is given in the picture. You can see it very well. So just see the hand is down, then the muscle is pulling, and with the help of biceps and triceps, it is going upward. And you can relax also, it will again comes back. Now, when you raise your arm, biceps become shorter. Just see in the picture. When you raise your arm, the biceps will become shorter, means they will contract. See the picture? They are contracting. Okay? And to lower the arm, the triceps have to pull them down. These are the biceps. You see the picture with the yellow highlighter. They have to be contracted if you are pulling your hand. And here the triceps will stretch. So stretching means they are enlarging. They are relaxing. So that is, the length is little bit larger. And when you leave it, when you leave your hand loose, then at the back the triceps will contract and biceps will relax. So this procedure moves whenever you are pulling your hand or you are pulling your forearms. So the most important work is of biceps and triceps in the pulling of your hand. So you can see from the picture also, that is clearly visible. Now the contracted bicep bulge out and can be felt, whichever your elder brothers also used to show you the biceps. So that pulled part, that is the bulging part that come out of your muscle, that is the bicep. And that is what they go, okay, see my body, how strong I am. So those are the contracted form of your bicep. And triceps at the back. Now there are different kind of muscles that are, so many kinds of muscles are there, like we have three major muscles which control the movement of our body are in your control. Like those we call voluntary, means we are giving them, they are under our control and we will just order them what they have to do. But like muscles of your stomach, they are not in your control. Whenever they will feel hungry, they will start cramping. Okay, so your blood vessels, your intestine, your stomach, the moment you feel hungry, but then you start shouting, Mama, I'm hungry, I want some food. So that is what, like voluntary is, that is under your control. But once you feel hungry, you cannot control your appetite. So the muscles of your stomach are not in your control. They work on their own. And these muscles are, that is what we call the involuntary muscles. For example, stomach, intestine, and the wall of blood vessel. Now we have a special kind of tough muscle, that is the cardiac muscle. It is involuntary, okay, and works throughout your life and never get tired. So that is in our heart. So those muscles which are in our heart only are called the cardiac muscles. They are only present in the heart. So that is what we call the cardiac muscles. Okay, and they are branched and have stripes also. So they are like them, only the voluntary muscles you can see. So till now we have studied types of joint, okay. Then what are the muscles? What is the working of the muscles, biceps and triceps? And how many kinds of muscles are there? That is the skeletal muscle, voluntary, involuntary, and the cardiac muscles. So here is the, I have just formed in the notes form. I will send you the PDF also. So that is the joint is given. I have explained you the joining of any two bones, then types of joint, what is the muscular system, okay, and the function of muscles, like how the biceps and triceps work. In the kind of muscles, we have studied skeletal muscle, we have studied smooth muscles and the cardiac muscles. The smooth muscles are also called involuntary muscles and the skeletal muscles are called voluntary muscles. And the third one, that is cardiac, which is inside the heart. So this is it for today's topic. That was the joints. Okay, the kinds of joint. I have told you about 4 kind of joint. That is the hinge joint, pivot joint, ball and socket, and the gliding joint. Then we talk about muscle. What are muscles and how they work? What are biceps and triceps? Then we talk about the types of muscles, that is skeletal and smooth muscle and the cardiac muscle. So this was it for the topic today.